You gonna take her to the
I'd
movies?
love to go to some movies this weekend.
So what have you seen recently?
I'm trying to think of the last thing I saw.
You saw that Pitch Perfect thing?
I didn't see that.
No?
You talked about that one.
How about The Perks of Being a Wallflower? Do you see that?
I didn't see that one.
Those are both two fun movies to see out there.
Okay, well, what's coming up?
Well, I've got a movie out here now that's going to take a little concentration. It's 178 minutes, almost 3 hours. It's a smart movie. It's a good movie, the best movie I've seen all year. It's called Cloud Atlas. Check it out.
Yesterday, my life was headed in one direction. Today, it is headed in another. You ever think the universe was against you? Fear, belief, love, phenomena that determine the course of our lives. These forces begin long before we are born and continue after we perish.
Check it out. You see a lot of different stars in this movie. Terrific film, and it covers a period of like 500 years. It's about deja vu, life reincarnate, that kind of thing. It's a heavy subject, but it is terrific. Tom Hanks says it may be one of the best movies ever made. How about that? Well, it also stars Tom Hanks. It also stars Cleveland's Halle Berry. So there's like two big Cleveland connections. And what's cool about this movie, all the great actors in this movie each play 6 to 8 different roles. So you see them in the movie as different characters. So that's what we talked about when I talked to Tom and Halle about playing different and many characters.
The best fun you can have as an actor, daunting, yeah, sometimes, but to put on different clothes and makeup and be different people and have different language for different characters, I couldn't think of anything more fun.
There's that great element of theater in this too, though.
Well, I was just going to say, Great Lakes Theater Festival, now in the Hannah Theater, the Hannah Theater.
It's beautiful too,
Beautiful,
thank you.
Playhouse Square, which is a great place. We did 6 plays a year. And if you were lucky, you had a role in each one of those 6 plays in repertory. This is like having a role in 6 plays, and it's all jammed into one play. Yeah. It's like an entire season of repertory theater in one film.
And it was fun because, like we said earlier, we didn't recognize each other sometimes.
Yeah.
I had a whole conversation with Hugh Grant one day for about 5 minutes, and only when I was well in the conversation did I say, "Oh, Hugh, I'm talking to Hugh."
Yeah.
Like I really didn't have a clue.
We would see little bits of stuff, like we'd be working in Dresden and they say, "You want to see what Halle's doing up in Glasgow?" And we'd look at it and I said, "Halle's making Shaft." and then you get to see this movie, and you're not in 2/3 of it, so you see this whole movie that still gives you optical poptitude. Where you're thinking, how do they do that? I know how they did that stuff in my movie. That I'm familiar with. How did they throw you in the water like that in that car? Things like that. It's extraordinary.
Yeah, it is a very, very cool movie. What's your initial reaction?
It looks like it's very complicated. At the end of the movie, will I know what happened, or will I be walking out of there going, what happened?
The most important thing about this movie is don't worry about how it's going to end until about the halfway mark. Then you start to understand what's going on because it sets up all these different stories, and about halfway through the movie, you start tying all the pieces together, and it turns into like this fabric of story that is really cool. It's got a great ending.
At the end of the movie, will I know what happened?
Yes.
Okay.
It has a great ending. It is one of those endings where you go like, finally, a movie with a good ending.
Okay.
How many times you go to a movie doesn't have a good ending?
Right.
Big beginnings, but never great endings.
Okay.
And what do you think of his mustache?
I didn't pay much attention. I was looking at Halle.
Oh.
Okay.
You always have the right thing to say.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Somebody asked me about Tom's mustache. And that's because he's going to play Walt Disney. He's playing Walt Disney right now, so that's what he's
If
checking
Halle had a mustache, I would have noticed that.
She might. She just might shave it. You never know.
All right.
Girls hide that kind of stuff. Talking about girls with mustaches or without mustaches, you like beautiful women out
Absolutely.
all the time,
Absolutely,
right? Well, there's a new James Bond movie coming out.
Love Bond movies.
It's going to come out a week from Friday. It's called Skyfall, and I'm going to give you a little preview here.
All right, sounds good.
007 reporting for duty.
Where the hell have you been?
Enjoying death.
I only have one question. Why not stay dead? There's no shame in saying you've lost a step.
I want to meet your employer.
How much do you know about fear?
All there is.
Not like this. Not like him.
Daniel Craig has indeed become the next James Bond, and he owns it, man. This guy really does a great job. The first 2 he made were terrific, and this one falls right in place. It is really good. Javier Bardem is the villain, and there he is. Check him out.
He is such a good actor.
He is such a great actor. No Country for Old Men, remember him in that?
Right.
But he's still got that creepy kind of thing, but it's got a little sense of humor, but it's not like those old ones that were goofy and funny, the ones like with the guy with the metal teeth, Jaws, and all that kind of stuff.
And Goldfinger.
Yeah, this is the real deal here, but it's always about the Bonds girls, right? I mean, everyone's like, how sweet are they? Well, I had a chance to talk to them, and the girls talked about playing these characters.
This was very fun to do because she's very complex and she goes through a whole journey with a lot of struggles. So yes, that was very exciting to work on that character.
Yeah, what a great job too. I mean, when you see her, it's like she's intimidating. She's so beautiful.
Cool.
I don't know where she gets that.
Go on, please.
There isn't much road left. Take the bloody shot.
I'd never done kind of action stuff before, and I hadn't realized how precise you've got to be with that. So the pressure is quite intense. So it was a very different way of working than when you're doing regular acting.
So how do you keep your hair nice when you're doing all that?
You don't. Eve doesn't worry about that. She's all right. She's a tough girl.
Yeah, she's a little bit of a tomboy, huh?
Yeah, she is, definitely.
Yeah. And on the flip side, there's no tomboy in your character, I don't think. Is there?
Really? Oh, I like to think so.
Yeah, maybe a little bit, huh?
I'm sad you didn't see that.
No. I mean, it's just that, I guess I was distracted by the shower scene. That distracted me a little
probably,
bit.
yes.
Yeah, probably that.
I forgive you.
Yeah, thank you very much. You're going to want to see the film just for the
Yeah,
shower
right
scene,
now,
right?
I definitely want to see it now.
Yeah, it's terrific. It
Okay,
opens
good.
a week from Friday. And of course, this weekend, if you want to go to the movie,